ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Parshas Shlach Lecha in English and Hebrew. I'm reading the Aramaic and I'm going to be basically translating the Balasulam, Rabbi Ashlag's commentary on the Zohar. V'avo al nachal eshkol Rabbi Yehuda patach ko amar ha'el Adonai borei hashamayim v'notehem kama itlohu livnei nasha listakala b'fulchana dekutcha brichu kama itlohu listakala b'mile doraita כל man ישתדל באורייתא כאילו מקרב כל קורבנין דעלמא לקמי קודשא בריחו ולא עוד אלא דקודשא בריחו מכפר לה על כל חובוי ומתקנין לה כמה קורסיין לעלמא דעתה. This is Parshat Shlach Lecha in the book of Numbers when Moses sends the spies, and it says that the spy to find out when the children of Israel were in the desert, after the Exodus, right after the Exodus, they were 40 years in the desert, and early on, Moses sent out in the first year, I believe, he sent out the 12 princes to spy out the land of Israel to see what kind of a land was it, and what kind of people live in it, and if they could inherit it, if they have to fight for it, how much they'll have to make war for it. And it says that when the spies went until a place called the brook of Eshkol. So now the Zohar's commentary takes off on this part of the Bible. Won't necessarily have anything to do with coming to Nachal Eshkol, except in maybe clearly in an esoteric way it's all connected. But sometimes it's hard to see the connection in a simple way. Rabbi Yehuda, one of the students of Rabbi Shimon, the Zohar written by Rabbi Shimon, the great Talmudic master 2,000 years ago, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was the Talmudic master of the revealed law, and the one who revealed the Zohar, the deepest expression of Jewish mysticism, to the world. The great Kabbalist Rabbi Shimon. So Rabbi Yehuda, the student of Rabbi Shimon, opened up and said, Ko amar ha'el Adonai borei shamayim v'noteim. Thus spoke God who creates heavens and that those that turn to them. Kama yesh lehem lifnei adam. How much people have to look into the service of the Holy One, blessed be He. How much one has to look into the words of Torah. Anyone who learns the Torah, it's as if he's offering all of the sacrifices in the world before the Holy One, blessed be He. And furthermore, the Holy One, and even more so, the Holy One, blessed be He, atones for each and every one for all of their sins, and establishes various thrones for them in the world to come. It's not a game of thrones. It's not a game. Rabbi Yehuda hava azil ba'orcha v'hava Rabbi Abba v'sha'aleh amaleh v'chad ba'ana לשאלה כיוון דוידע קודש בריחו דזמין ברנש למחתה כמל מגזר עלי מיתה עמי ברלה דהה אורייתא הווה תרי אלפי שנין עד שלא עברי עלמא וכתיב בה באורייתא אדם כי ימות באוהל אית כי ימות אית כי וימות איש כי ימות וימת ויחי פלוני וימת מי קבעלה קודש בריחו לברנש בהי עלמא דאפילו אי ישתדל באורייתא יממה ולילה ימות ואי לא ישתדל באורייתא ימות, וכל אחד אורחה בר פרישותא דההוא עלמא כדאמרת כתוב כחוטא. So Rabbi Yehuda was walking in the way with Rabbi Abba. They were walking along the road one day, and Rabbi Yehuda asked Rabbi Abba and said, not clear who said who, it just says, and he asked him, and he says, Rabbi Yehuda was going in the way with Rabbi Abba, and he asked him, one question I would like to ask, that since that the Holy One, blessed be He, knows that man will eventually sin, like such that God knew Adam would sin. God knows that a human being is going to sin when he is born. And that he's going to, because man is going to sin, God is going to punish him, is decreed that he must die. He decrees death in the world because of sin, but he knows man is going to sin and he's just going to die. So why did he bother creating him? To create him. The Torah existed 2,000 years before the creation of the world. That is to say, before the sin of Adam Rishon. So here we're clearly talking about the first man, Adam, and by extension everyone else. So 2,000 years before God created Adam, created the Torah. And it says in the Torah, a person who shall die in his house. In another place it says, a person who shall die, and he shall die. And so shall die, etc. He quotes 4 verses in the Torah, and there's probably many more. You can go look in a concordance, which gives you exactly how many times the word death appears in the Torah. So there is such a book on the computer or at home even. Some people still read books. So death. Why did he knows the Torah? It's 2,000 years before God created the world, and he knows that there's going to be death in the world. So why does he bother to create man? That even if he learns Torah day and night, even somebody who's a righteous person who learns the Torah day and night, which was, they just said, will atone for all of his sins, the person will still die. Even if he doesn't sin, if he sins and everything's atoned for, it's clean, his slate is clean, there's no bill with God, he's still going to die. And there's one way for every human being. Everybody's going to die. It's just that after the person dies, which way is the sinner going to go? To which place is the sinner going, and to which place is the righteous going? And which place is the penitent going? But in this world, it's all equal. Meaning, in the world to come, it's not equal. Some people have a heaven, some people have hell, but whatever that means. But in this world, everybody's going to die. Everybody has an end. So why does he bother creating? Amar le orchoi de marach de gazer de marach malach lemitrach behu ma de itlach roshu leminda listakla sha'il de leitlach roshu leminda ketiv alti tenet picha lachti et basarecha לאורחוי דקודשבריחו וסיטרין גניזין אלהין והוא סתים בגניז לית לון לשאלה אמר לי הכי והאורייתא כל הסתים בגניז וההיא שמה קדישא דילה הווה ומאן דמתעסק באורייתא כאילו מתעסק בשמי קדישא והכי לית לון לשאלה להסתכלה. And so he answered back to him. I guess Rabbi Abba answered back to Rabbi Yehuda. The gezerah is a decree. The Hebrew word for the day is gezerah. Gezerah, gimel, resh, gimel, zayin, resh, hey. Gezerah is a decree. And the decrees of your master, of God, why do you have to struggle with them? God gives decrees. What you have, it's the God's business. You don't have to struggle with why he decrees death or not. That's his decree, seems to be the answer. So what you have, the Zohar says, what you have permission to know and to look into, you can ask about, and that which you do not have permission to know, of it is written, Al titen picha lachti et basarecha. Don't let your mouth cause your flesh to sin. Because it's the ways of the Holy One, blessed be He, and it's His hidden ways. And the the supernal hidden ways. That's closed and hidden. Satam v'ganiz. And you can't ask about these kinds of things, why he decreed death in the world. And he said to him, if that is so I guess he answered back, if that is so, the whole Torah is open, is closed. The whole Torah is hidden secrets. So because it's all from Bereshit until the Ein HaKodesh, from the very first word in the Torah, Bereshit bara Elohim, in the beginning created God, until the very last words, L'Ein Kol Yisrael, to the eyes of all of Israel, from beginning to end, the entire Torah is a name of the holy name of God. You want to see God's name? Just open up the Hebrew Bible and you see God's name from beginning to end. I guess that's just one of his names. It happens to have a lot of letters. And so he who studies and involves himself in learning Torah, it is as if he is involving himself in the name of God, in the study of the name of God, in the contemplation of the name of God. And if so, we have no recourse. We can't ask about and to look into the Torah. And if we're all, then it's all hidden. The Torah is all a hidden secret. So how could we ever ask about anything in the Torah? He's saying. Okay, but open up parentheses and give my own 2 cents worth. It's clear that the Torah is a wholly hidden, but it's also revealed. So we can ask about the revealed, but you might say we can't ask about the hidden. But clearly we do ask about the hidden things because we learn the Zohar, we have a Cabbala, a reception from many generations that we learn the secrets of the Torah from, but only until what is permitted to know and no further. Amarle, I'm just going to mechila to the Aramaic of the Zohar, and for the sake of time, I'm going to just translate the Sulam for now. And he said to him that the Torah is all, and that's the answer. I preempted the answer, Baruch Shekivanti, that the answer is that the entire Torah is closed and revealed. And the holy name of God is also closed and revealed. As it is written, Nistarot Adonai Elokeinu v'niglot lanu levaneinu, that the hidden things are to God, the Lord God, and the revealed things are for us and for our children. It says that in the book of Numbers, chapter 29. Nistarot Adonai Eloheinu v'niglot lanu levaneinu, that the niglaot lanu, ainu sheyesh reshut lishol, litbonen, listakel behem, v'ladat behem. That the revealed matters that we have permission to ask and to contemplate and to look into them and to know them. That the hidden things are unto the Lord your God. That's God's. And they're appropriate for Him. Because who can know and to attain closed knowledge? Who can know closed knowledge, and all the more so, who can ask about closed knowledge? If you know it, how could you even ask about it? Tachaze, come and see. A man does not have the permission to say things that are closed and to explain them, except for that which Rabbi Shimon revealed. And the only secrets that we have permission, according to the Zohar, to discuss are that which it was revealed to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and nothing else. Yekadosh Baruch Hu hiskim al yado. Why? Because God agreed. Because, maybe the hidden things that you're discussing are, as they say in Yiddish, Luftgeschäft. But if it's something that's been brought down from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, then it has meaning to it, and it's something that we can study and we can ask about and possibly know. Because the generation of Rabbi Shimon, it was was exemplified excellence below and above. Therefore, nemarim advarim al yado begalui. Therefore, the things that were said to Rabbi Shimon were said in a revealed way. V'lo haya dor kedor hazeh shehu shochen b'tocho ad she'avo melech HaMashiach. And there's no generation that was on the level of the generation of Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai until the coming of the Messiah. אבל תחת זה כתיב ויברא אלוהים את האדם בצלמו בצלם אלוהים ברא אותו רצה דמילה תלת עלמינית ללקודש ברוך הוא דהיו גניז בגביהו עלמא קדמיו ההוא אילה תמירה לכל ולא יסתכל בה ולא יתדע בה בר איהו גניז בגביהו אבל בוא ראה כתוב ויברא אלוקים את האדם בצלמו בצלם אלוקים ברא אותו סוד הדבר הוא שלוש עולמות יש לו לקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נסתר בתוכם עולם הראשון הוא עולם העליון הנסתר מכל שלא נסתכל בו ולא נודע בו חוץ מאותו שהוא גנוז בתוכו שהוא עולם זעיר אנפין דאצילות. So come and see. Now we're getting to the secret that he's revealing in this mimer. The name of the whole mimer is that God has three worlds. So this mimer about God has three worlds. Come and see. It is written that God created man in his image. God created man in his image. In the image of God did he create him. That's exactly how it's said. The question that pops to mind is why does it formulate it like that, saying it twice? But put that aside, the Zohar itself says, now the secret of the matter is that God has three worlds, and he's hidden within them. There's the first world, which is the upper world, which is hidden from everything, that we can't look into and we can't know about, except for the one who, the only, in other words, sorry, say it again. Hu olam elyon nistar mikol, shelo nistakel bo v'lo ned'a bo chutz me'oto shehu ganuz b'tocho. That no, the only one who can understand what's in the upper world is the one who is hidden within it, meaning Zer Anpin, the man, the figure of the man in the world of Atzilut, the world of emanation. Olam hasheni hakashor ba'oto olam shelamala v'zehu shekadosh baruch hu noda mimenu kamo shekatuv pitchu li shari tzedek zeh shashar ladonai hu olam hamalchut atzilut shu shar l'zer anpin v'zehu olam hasheni. The second world is connected to the world above, and this is that the Holy One, blessed be, is known from this world. We can't know anything about God from the upper world in Atzilut because it's completely beyond man's comprehension, completely undifferentiated will. It's all complete oneness, and we can't conceive of such a oneness. We can only discuss it from the outside, but not to really know it, because there's no oneness in this world like the oneness of God. Like it says, that so God is known from this world, as it is said, open for me the gates of righteousness. This is the gate of God, gate to God, Ashar La Hashem, the gate to God. That's the world of Malchus, of Atzilut, the lowest Sphira, and the 10 Sphirot of the world of Atzilut. That's the gate to God. That's the only opening we have to know from what's above in Atzilut, is the very lowest level of Atzilut. And this is called the second world. Olam HaShlishi, hu olam HaTachton mehem, shenimsa bo pirud, dainu bia, she'alehem ne'amar misham yipared, v'zehu olam she'malachim elyonim shorim betocho, v'kadosh baruch hu nimsa bo, ve'enu nimsa bo, ונמצא בו עתה כשרוצים להסתכל לדעת אותו מסתלק מהם ואינו נראה עד שכולם שואלים איה מקום כבודו ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו וזהו עולם שאינו נמצא שם תמיד. שאינו נמצא שם תמיד. The third world is the lowest world, and that's the world of separation, meaning the worlds of creation, formation, and action. The three lower worlds is called the world of separation, where God and his name are not the same. In the world of Atzilut, the Zohar says God and his name are one. Yu v'chayu chad b'hon, yu hu shmo achad. This God says there's the verse in the Torah, and then the Zohar, Tikkun Zohar would say yu chayu echad b'hon, yu v'garmo echad b'hon, that God and his life are one. God and his causations are one. He is the exact same thing as his actions. He is the same thing as his life. But in the three lower worlds of separation of Bria, Yetzira, Asiya, Bria, creation, Yetzira, formation, Asiya, action, the physical universe. Then their God is not, he's in the world, he is in separation, he's not completely one, like we said before. And that's the world that the Malachim Elyonim Shorim B'tocho, that's the world that the lower three worlds are the place of the holy angels, the supernal angels. And the Holy One, blessed be, is found there and is not found there. He's found there now. When you want to look into to know God, he is found there. Mistalek mehem ve'enu nireh. Then, כשרוצים להסתכל לדעת אותו, מסתלק מהם ואינו נראה. Sorry, he's there, but he's not found there. Meaning, when you want to try to find him, this is a very enigmatic statement in the Zohar. כשרוצים להסתכל לדעת אותו, מסתלק מהם ואינו נראה. When you want to look into see God in the three lower worlds of separation and to know him, then he is draws from that world. Baruch kavod Adonai mimkomo. Ad shekulam shoalim, and because like the angels, they want to find God, and they when they try to find God, God is hidden, and that's why it says Baruch kavod Adonai mimkomo. The angels say in the visions of Isaiah and the visions of Ezekiel, Baruch kavod Adonai mimkomo. Blessed is the glory of God from His place. Meaning what? And that is. What is his place? Because they say, Aye makom kvodo. It says, where is the place of his glory? And they say, the place, blessed is God from the place of his glory, meaning they don't see it. They have to ask where it is. Then they have to say, oh, it's blessed is God from that place which we don't see. That's the angels don't even see. So the angels don't even see God in these, when you look for him in the worlds of separation, where they exist. And that's the place where God is not found within them all the time. God bless and have a wonderful day. God willing, we'll pick up tomorrow or the next time at Mem Tet. And this is in the pagination of Rabbi Ashlag in the Sulam. It's Shlach Lecha, Parshat Shlach Lecha, Siman Mem Tet, 49, section 49.